Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use all function in view tab in Microsoft Excel. This is we call view tab. Like we have like home, file, insert, draw, page layout, formula, data, review, view. Those we call tab. So we can call file tab, home tab. Okay. For my previous video, I already explained from the file to the review, and I will explain view function for today. Okay, in the function we have group of the function like the sheet view, workbook view, show, zoom, window, macro. So this function for default is not available because we store our file in our local. If we store our file in any like share location, for example like Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft SharePoint. So if we want to like customize the CPU, we can. This option will be available if we store it to any share location like the cloud location, for example, like SharePoint, etc. So I will explain you a bit about this function. For example, this CPU it focus on the function or the setting of the CPU. Okay, if the function available, you just click new, and we have to name the view of the setting. We just name like any name we can type, and we can customize everything of the sheet. So after that, other people or we ourselves, if we want to view this Excel sheet, we just click the function like the name of that we just created. So all data or setting will apply with the created name like that. So for example, if I create for this only default the function is available, so we cannot change anything. For example, if we can change, for example, we just uh, uh, sort example like A to Z, something like that, or we select some name, for example, some country name. If this name is available, we just name it. So when other people open our file or we ourselves open the file, we can just click on the CPU name. It will apply the setting in here. So like we just share our CPU to other people or for us share to like the quick view. You can say the function is a quick view. Okay, so I will skip this function. I will continue for the next function. Okay, okay, let me go back here. Okay, for the normal view in Microsoft Excel, the default view is a normal view. So how about other view? We can see like page view. What is the function used for? If we click on that, we can see how is the page view. So it will mark as page 1, page 2, page 3, etc. And the page and the content in the page we show like that. You can see. So if we print it out, so the page like we print like that, you can see. So page 1, page 2, but our data is like that. You can see the header data from here to here. So it will be not correct. Okay. For this the page preview, we can see how is our data look like after we print data out. So it's not like correct data, like not organized data. So we can customize to adjust our requirement. For example, I go home in home here. Sorry, page layout. You can see this available function. You can see first of all we want to adjust like the word here. You can see if I click only one page, you can see what happened. It will become one page for like the header from, you can see here. You can see page number 1, page number 2. So it is correct data. So in this function, we just view our data, how is our data look like. You can see the word preview, like page preview. So we can see from the first page, second page, and third page. You can see in here. So after we print, we will have like 3 page, and at one page we have this data. You can see it is our correct format data. You can see. So it's the blank, no data. So we keep the gray color like that. You can see. So it is the function of page preview. Okay. How about the page layout? You can see the page layout. It show us how, like example, like matching from the left, from the right, from the top. When we print it out, we will have the printed paper like the format is like that. You can see on the top we have some matching, and we also include the header. For example, I can put like job channels, for example, like that. So all page will have the header like that. So we can include the header or footer. So we can put in the page layout. Like we can see this page layout is refer to this option where we have many options available here. But if we click on this one, we also have like function available like header, footer, something, and we can see the machine from the left, from the right. First of all, we can see here we want to remove some page margin from the left, so we can adjust on that. First of all, we go page layout, we just click margin, customize margin. We can put this. So also this margin, the blank margin will be disappear. Okay, if I click OK, you can see. But for the right side, we also can customize the page margin. So it look like the page layout preview. You can see. So we can switch to view like from the page layout, page preview, or normal. So normal is by default. After Microsoft Excel is normal. So to organize our data on page layout, or when we print it out, so we can adjust on the page layout, and we also can view in the view function. We have function to view. Okay, so let's see how our data look like. So let's continue to the show. Okay, remove. Okay, for the show, we have some function like to enable like grid. First of all, this one grid, so we can this we can unselect this. So all like like the grid, we call grid. You can see I enable it again. This one we call grid line. You can see this one we call grid line. So if we don't want to see those line, if there's no data, for example, we don't want to see, it's not good looking, so we can disable this like that. You can see. So how about the formula bar? This is formula bar. You can see. You can disable this, unselect it. You can see here. How about the heading? Okay, let me enable it back. How about the heading? For the heading, this one we call heading. This line, and from A to B, C, D is we call heading. If I deselect it, you can see it is a heading. Okay, I will enable it back. So let's continue to our zoom. So we can say like zoom in, zoom out. We just click on that. We can customize the percentage of the zoom. You can customize. We can select like 100. For example, I select 100. It's just like that. If you want to change to 200, it will become bigger like that. You can see very bigger. Like fit selection is possible if we have the data here. Actually, we can just click Control key and scroll. It like zoom in and zoom out. It is also faster. But if you prefer to zoom your data, for example, we have data here, select here, and we can click here and fit the selection. Okay, it's very small like that, so it's not our requirement. We just select to like 100% is better. Or we can guys, you can scroll, just click Control key and scroll. You can see it is very faster, like faster way. Okay, how about this one? Is this like most people they like to zoom the data to 100%. So this function is available on like on the function. Then we just click on that. So we no need to click and adjust customize to 100 or something like that. So we just click on that. So if we click on like 200, as some for example, it's bigger. We just click in here, it become 100. Okay, how about the zoom to selection? For example, we have some data, we want to zoom only the data. Suppose the data is very small and we want to zoom. So we already selected. So we just click zoom to selection. You see it zoom and see that data only is focused on that data. So other data is not focused on. So it's not like so we can see just show this one and any other is be ignored. We just see we just zoom and go direct to that selected data. Okay, if I select this one, for example, I click on this one, it also move to this one, but it's already zoom in. It's also available to see. You can see. Okay, let me zoom to 100%. So it is the function of zoom. Okay, let's move to the new window. How is the new window look like? So if first of all we open one data one file of the Microsoft Excel. If we want to open it to a new window, we just click new window. It will become a new window. As you can see data, like the file name is data and just dash and number 2. So this one number 1, this one number 2, but it is only one file. In case we want to see something and we want, as for example, we want to change anything, we just write to spread the one file to view, so we can see in here any update here, also update here, or any update here, it will update here. So for example, I update everything here. Simple like that. Okay, let me make it bigger. It's I input hello. You can see in here also hello. You can see in here. Input I will delete like I, I delete it. You can see it also delete. It's a tab like for some this one. How are you? You can see it is only a file, but we can separate like two different view on that. So this is the function of the window view. Okay, let me close that. When I close that, it's only one file here. So this one. Okay. So arrange all. So if you want to see how it's function, you can see. You just smile over here. You can see uh, the function, like the description of that function, like stack your open window, so you can see all them at once, something like that. So it's one we can arrange like tail, horizontal, vertical, cascade, like that. Okay. So we can see how it's we can just select one by one to see how it's different. You can select one by one to see how it's different. Okay. So if we open only one file, we cannot see how it's different from here. So if I open under one file, so you can see how it's different. I will open one other Excel file. You can see in here, like we have like data and Excel lesson. You can see in here. So if I open here, I click on the rank all. So there are two file opening. So I click here, so we can select any like uh, the kind of view. You can see vertical, waterpan. You can see in here. If I select like horizontal waterpan, you can see in here. So we can see how it's different. You can see what's that. Okay, it's on the top and below. You can see. So this function is like just to view or like two or more than, you can say more than one file, like 2 3, so we can view in here. So the function, if we want to compare the data, for example, we can see this one. This function is also better. You can open it at the same time. You can see like that. Okay, let's move to uh, the next, like freeze pan. You can see what is freeze pan option available. For example, we click on that, so you can see this star like how the function look like. For example, if the star is located in here, and you can see the blue color, so it means like freeze the left and on the top location. You can see the first row and first column. You can see. So if I click, for example, I click here. If I click like this one, how it look like, you can see this, like this line and this line. You can see here. If I click in here, so it will freeze from the left and from the top. You can see if you click this, if we select this location and we click this option, like freeze pan on the top function. So if I scroll down, you can see here. If I click here, you can see here. So we can see how the freeze look like. You can see how it's function, like the first function. Okay, I unfreeze first. Okay, normally we want to see the data. For example, we select here, we want to keep the header, the header name, and we want to keep left. For example, is a county or okay, I can click here the county name or any person name. That is the header, like it's more sell person, they sell by month, and it's a person name. So we just click in here and click on freeze pane. You can see in here. If we scroll up, you can see it keep these two column and this row on the top. You can skip like that. You can see this line. So this line is mean freeze. You can see here. So we unfreeze. So how about the next function? This one we just freeze the first top row. You can see this blue color. Okay, I click anywhere. Just click on that. Let me unfreeze first. Okay, I click this one. You can see this first row just keep up. So this first row is there's no data. Okay, let me unfreeze and delete some blank data. You can see. Okay, I can click anywhere. But the function just keep the top row, the first top row on the top visible for all any scroll. You can see I click on here. You can see in here, but this one is not visible if we scroll to the right. You can see because it frees only the top first row. Okay, let me unfreeze. How about this one? So it keep only the first left right column. You can see it's first column. You can see in here. If I click on here, you can see it's scroll like that. This one is like invisible, but this one keep visible all the time. If we keep this one freeze. So to remember this function, we just see the blue color. If we click the function, how it's blue color? Like this blue color is mean keep visible, keep freeze. This one like this one, row and column, like the left and the top. This one only on the top. This one only on the left, the first left column. You can see in here. Okay. How about the split? Okay, let's move to the split. If we select here, for example, we click split, so we split the page like that. So when we scroll out, scroll down, you can see it keep this content on the top visible like that. We can hide and we can unhide also. Okay, first I close this one first. Okay, then save it. Let me open it again. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, let me delete that. Okay, was high. You can see in here. Like there's no data here. We hide everything. So we can unhide here. We can select any data we want to unhide. You can first of all this data. Our data name is data. So this one is also high. This one also high. So we can unhide this one. You can see all the data come back. Okay, so split high and unhide we already understand. So how about the split window? We have to remember that the windows here is the meaning is of the file, the Excel file. So if we open only one file, like the only one file opening, so this only one file available. If I open other file, for example, I open this file, so we can see we can switch to any like Excel lesson. Yes, these two file opening. You can see here this one, and this one just switch to another file. I want to switch to this file, so I don't need to click on that. And that if we have a lot of file opening, we have to click on that. We have to see what is the file name I have to switch to, so we don't need to do that. We just click in here. For example, I click to Excel lesson, you can see, and I can switch it back to the data. You can see it like more professional, like then we just click here and see one by one how, well, where is our file opening. Okay, so in the view, so this one I think already show you about the speed window. About this one, you can see this one also available, like sorry, but this view slide by slide, you can click on here. You can see we can compare our data like that. When we scroll it, this when scroll the file, it scroll all. You can see I scroll. I click on that. You can see the scroll order also scroll. The file scroll at the same time. So we can arrange file by any like vertical is easy to see. You can see if we have two files and have some content, we have to compare, so we can use the function just to view like slide by slide view. So you can see in here, scroll up, scroll down like that. First of all, this data have like almost the same content, so we can see compare our data like that. You can see in here. You can scroll here, up, down. We just take one scroll, but these two files or more files scroll at the same time to see compare our data. Okay. Okay. How about the next? Okay, this one already finished. So how about the macro? Okay, the macro is also a useful function, and it's a bit more advanced, but it's not quite difficult. We can learn one by one, step by step. I will give you an example about this one. For example, okay, let me close this one. Okay, this one. For example, I have the data here, and I want to use the macro. So the function of the macro means to repeat our job by just like take a quick click. I mean that we have to record our action for the first time. If we have other file and we just we want to do that action for the next file, for the next job, so we have to record our action so we can apply that action to the next file. Okay, let's see the examples to understand. So after you see this example, you can understand how it works. Okay, for example, this one, I go macro, I will record my action and I will apply with all other files also. With the next file, I will apply this action to the other accessible of file. Okay, let me record the macro. It means record my action to take action to apply to other accessible. Okay, click on record. So we have to input the name. So remember that the name there's no space include here. The space is not like a standard name for the macro name, so I have to put, for example, I will fill the color and input the table and make filter. Okay, I will put like color table. filter. Okay, we can import the shortcut here. So if we want to put some shortcut, for example, like I put the shortcut like any shortcut name we can put like example I put like okay, this is the description like fill color table and filter. Okay, now the macro already start record the action. Okay, I will select this one. I will change the color to, for example, to this one. I will make a filter, for example, like okay, let's go to okay, home insert. Okay, you can see data. Just put in data. You can see in filter option. I click in here. I put it as a table here. So I put a table here. So all our action is recording with the macro function. So we can go to view. We can see here. So I want to stop because my action already complete. So I just stop here. So we have our action file like macro action file. You can see in here. Color table filter. You can see in here this one. Okay, let me open a new sheet. If I want to record that action to apply to any Excel sheet or any Excel file, I just go to here, view macro. I click this one, the previous macro I already created this one, but this one I just created. You can see color table filter. The description I input. I just click run. You can see all format is created. All our action like to put the color, to fill the color, to put a table, to put filter. First of all, we have the same data. We want to apply this setting for our data. So first of all, I will delete this one. I will create the format. So first, we just have this data, but we don't want to like make a table and put a color and filter like that. We just run the macro. We just go to the view macro. We just click on the view macro. You can see this macro we want to apply to this Excel sheet. We just click run. You can see that's it. So we can record more action than this. We can record anything, delete, create, new row, new column. We rename the file, rename the header. We make the formula like sum, count, and we just record that action and we repeat that action to apply with any file, any Excel sheet or different file we can. But remember that to make a new file, we for example we create a new like that. We create this one. We put a name and this function we are available like we store our macro to like personal macro workbook. So it means we can apply that macro like name to like that macro action that we record to any Excel file. If we put only this workbook, so we can apply only this workbook file, like this new workbook file, and this workbook is a whole. This one just new workbook. This one is this workbook, so mean this only this file. So this one we can apply to all file. So we better select this one. So we just keep it we can apply to all file, not only this Excel file. So this one is a best option. Okay, I think also we can use the shortcut key like the start the previous action we have input like this one. We can also can edit, can delete, and can customize. You can see in here it's hidden. So to edit it, the macro actually we can do it in the developer. You can see in here it work in Visual Basic. So this option, like we can say it's a bit more advanced for Excel workers. So we put on the developer tab, so we can see in here. You can see like macro like work on Microsoft Visual Basic. You can see in here. This is okay. Let me try to edit. Okay, there's some like cannot edit macro and hidden. How about delete this one? Okay. Okay, let's see that mistake. Can I edit macro on a hidden book unhide the book using unhide command? Okay, we need to to unhide the book to in what to edit and delete. Anyway, we can use the function to apply this file and also other Excel file. Just to click run, we just click on that. Just for example, we just click a new, or we already have a existing file and have that data, or we also apply to the blank that existed or the existing data. We just click in here like view, and here just click apply, just click run like that. You can see the new like our action will apply just a second. Just click on that, it will apply, so it can save our time. So if we have more action, like we have one our action to do the job, so we record all, we just click run and it will apply in our Excel file. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this uh, function will help you for somehow. Uh, okay, bye bye.